What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Fight Like Hell podcast, episode 48. Two away from 50. Who would have thought that we've made it this far? We probably won't make it to 50. This is probably going to be our last episode.
I mean, with
But
how much you were bitching and complaining before the episode, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me none.
we'll get into that in a second. Let's cover a couple things. But today is Saturday, February 12th, 2 days before the dreaded Valentine's Day for those of us. Well, actually, it's kind of a good thing when you're single.
I mean,
but
you got the best Valentine's ever though, Rob. You got Allie.
this is true. And all she
best
needs is
Valentine
kibble
ever.
and love. Yeah. But before we go on, we have an official sponsor of the podcast, and I think it's important that we we got to talk about James for a second, and then we'll do the promo.
Okay.
James, please introduce yourself.
So my name is James Lightbody. I'm the captain, founder of the Texas Dreadnoughts Hockey Club based out of Houston, Texas. We're a hockey club that's helped bring awareness to the Battleship Texas, which is the last surviving dreadnought ever in existence.
And what is a dreadnought?
So dreadnought is a style of a battleship. So the USS Texas BB-35 she is a dreadnought style battleship. She was commissioned in 1914 and decommissioned in 1948. It's been in a museum since 1948. So she fought in both World Wars and the last one to ever done that.
Oh, shit. Cool. Very cool. All right. I'm going to hit us with our promo. Now everyone knows what the episode's about.
Okay.
Here we go. So our first official sponsor of the podcast is Invicta Coffee. Invicta Coffee, you guys know who they are. I'm actually rocking one of their hats tonight. They're famous for their bourbon pecan coffee. They're a veteran-owned company. We've had Spencer on the podcast before. He's really good friends of ours. And I would definitely say that the unique thing about his company is they try to bring suicide awareness out there for other veteran organizations. And right now, we have a promo code with them where if you go to their website and when you go to checkout, just use Fight Like Hell, all spelled out. That'll get you some percentages off towards some amazing coffee. You want to add anything about their amazing coffee? Because I think we both brewed some this morning, actually.
Yeah. No, the only thing I was going to say is every purchase you make from Invicta Coffee provides a donation to mental health charities and foundations. So you're helping support, a veteran-owned company and mental health organizations.
Perfect. And I don't know if we can say it yet, but we'll be working with Invicta Coffee a lot this year. Let's just say that.
Yeah, we have some things in the works with Mr. Spencer.
With Mr. Spencer. All right. Let's get into the show, episode 48. Austin, how the fuck are you?
Terrible. I have to put up with your bullshit.
Why were you putting up with my bullshit today?
I put up with your bullshit every fucking day. What are you talking about?
There's some days it's less, but today someone was being a diva.
Yeah, and, I mean, you're always being a diva, but you just didn't want to do the podcast. You're like,
I didn't want to do the podcast because I'm burnt out. Like the podcast,
podcast
burnout is a real thing. Like, from having a life out here and just being
you don't
busy
have a
as
life.
fuck. I mean, I do. It's a fun, interesting, outdoorsy life. But I don't know. It was one of those things that James, I'll tell you a little secret. Like a lot of these podcasts, we get set up for them and we're like, one of us is like, fuck, I don't know if I want to do the podcast tonight. And we always try to make sure that we get our guests on, especially, if they have an interesting backstory or something to talk about. And as soon as we're done with the podcast, we're like, fuck yeah, that was actually a good episode. And I was bitching before this episode. And then as soon as we started getting set up, I was like, now that I got some whiskey in my hand, I'm ready. And I see you're drinking whiskey. What are you drinking?
So I'm an Aggie, graduated from A&M last August. So I picked up this Bonfire bourbon whiskey. It's brewed in College Station. It's
Okay.
been
Oh, nice.
it's a straight tribute to the, huh?
Okay.
It's a straight
Yeah.
tribute to the Bonfire.
Okay. Cool. And
I have
are
a,
you?
so I,
Are you? Go ahead,
so I have a
Austin.
question for you, James. Because you're in Texas, you know who the Whiskey Tribe is? The Whiskey Vault.
No.
So I highly recommend looking them up. Then they're in Austin. They know anything and everything about whiskey. They have it's called the Whiskey Vault, where they have, I think, 300 to 400 different bottles of whiskey that they've acquired, and they're the head person is a whiskey sommelier. So it's pretty interesting stuff, actually.
Austin.
I know what you're gonna
What the
say.
fuck?
Shut up, Rob.
What the fuck? Like, I've been to Texas so many times and you've never brought that up. You know that your business partner and hetero life mate fucking drinks whiskey like it's water. And you've never even brought that up around me either.
Nope.
Can you bring up their website or anything?
Yeah,
It's only
it's whiskey. Oh, hold on. It's playing in my headphones.
so you're out of Dallas Fort Worth, right?
He said Houston.
No, I'm out of Houston.
Houston? Oh, Houston. Okay.
Pay attention, Rob.
I just assumed he was out of Dallas Fort Worth. I missed the part of the conversation where he
That's
said
where
he
we
was out of
met.
Houston. We did?
Yeah,
Didn't we meet?
Lone Star Warriors Classic. Yes, I got a picture
That
with
was
you
in
and one of my guys.
That wasn't in Houston. That wasn't. I
That
know
was in
where
Dallas.
we met. Yeah, but that's not Houston.
He didn't say you
I
met
know,
in
we traveled up
Houston.
there. I said we met in Dallas.
Oh, okay. I'm just making shit up at this point.
Jeez.
It's been a long day. This is going to be an interesting podcast. It's already fallen off the rails. All right. Well, Austin, are you pulling that up or what are you doing over there?
Yeah, here it is. I think this is the right one. This is not that. Is not the right one.
I got it.
Whiskey Vault, Texas.
Where's
Austin
it
Whiskey
out of?
Vault.
Yeah,
Austin.
It's in Austin.
Yeah, they're in Austin. They have their own distillery too. It's called Crowded Barrel. They also have like it's called whiskey marketing school, where they teach you about whiskey and everything.
I think we need to get a whiskey sponsor.
I mean,
Like,
you were
really
talking
bad.
to me. You were talking to me today earlier. You're like, we just need to make our own whiskey. I was like, you know how expensive that is?
I would front the money. I would start it. Like, I want my own whiskey. Could you imagine like a Fight Like Hell whiskey? That shit would be awesome.
I mean, that'd be cool, but like,
All right,
we don't know anybody that makes. We don't have any friends that make whiskey.
It's the interwebs. We can find them.
Well, ask Spencer. He knows people.
Spencer does know people. I mean,
The California Spencer.
Oh yeah, that's true. Because I'm pretty sure that California Spencer set up.
Yeah, he did.
Spencer from Invicta. Yeah, they have whiskey sponsors. We need that too. Because
They're just
most of the time I don't want to do coffee on the podcast. All right.
Speaking of them, actually, hold on. Speaking of the boys from Potty Mouth Podcast, Spencer, you said Spencer was saying that he was better than Paul. I'm not sure if I agree with that.
Oh, on the episode?
Yeah.
Spencer
was talking shit.
Yeah, I heard him say. Actually, I screen recorded it and sent it to you.
You did.
He was saying that he was the better guest. I don't know, because Paul brought up the fact that like he has never really brought up his backstory, and he's literally on a podcast. So that just goes to show that like Spencer like has all of the mic time.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, I mean, I think Paul was more relatable to us than Spencer is.
Yeah, we still like Spencer, but
I mean, kind of.
I don't know. I would say that Paul was the better guest.
Yeah, we're gonna have to tell.
That's my vote.
Yeah,
we'll have to put up a poll. We'll have to put up a poll and see if like people can vote. Like, go back and listen to episode blah blah blah, because I think he was like episode 46 or 45, and then
Yeah, well,
Spencer probably
Paul was 47, and Spencer's was
43.
40. I think 43. No, he was 42.
Okay. All right. Well, either way, we love the boys over at Potty Mouth, and they're doing great work.
We're gonna have our own whiskey by the end of next year.
All right, we'll work through them. All right, we're boring the shit out of our guests. James is like, "The fuck are these two talking about?"
I'm not trying to interrupt.
Yeah, no, we argue a lot. We talk shit a lot. James, so what do you got going on this weekend? Let's get into like some weekend adventures. What are you up to this weekend?
So this weekend right now has been pretty laid back. Me and my new wife just got back from a honeymoon on Tuesday.
Oh yeah, I forgot you just got
nice.
married, huh? Congrats.
Yeah.
You're stuck now.
I'm stuck. Yeah, no, I'm pretty stuck. So we're just trying to lay low this weekend. You know, still recuperate from the wedding and the honeymoon, and no hockey. I played hockey last night.
Yeah, where'd you go for your honeymoon?
Yeah, where'd you go for the honeymoon?
We went to Disney
the
World.
wedding.
Oh, okay. Which one? So you went to Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I've been there.
The real one.
The one where Rob's
from.
Yeah,
the real one.
I don't claim Florida. I'm from Alaska.
You can all tell people you're from Alaska. We know the truth, Rob.
Yeah. So how was Florida? This is a good time of the year to go. It's not really that fucking hot.
It was hot for what? They're hot and my hot is the same.
I was gonna say you're from Texas, man.
And say you beat the Texas cold at least. Like
it
was just super cold in Texas.
We left 2 days before that freeze, and we were chilling, and I was soaking up like 80-degree weather while everybody else was freezing. And then it started getting cold the last weekend we were there.
Okay.
But
would you have a good time?
It was bad. Nice weather, nice time. Yeah, very fun. Never been. Got to experience some of that Disney magic, and
the question is, how much money did you spend?
I don't want to know.
That's the real question.
I had not figured that out. She wanted
way too much.
All the stuff. Yeah, she took a photo of all the stuff we brought back, and I was like, I don't want to see this.
Right? Yeah, I know. When I went with my wife 2-3 years ago, and I spent like $4,500.
Damn.
Well, is that just the whole trip, or is that when you got there?
No, that was for the whole trip. Well, no, I lie.
Oh yeah.
That was for just going there, and then we spent probably about $2,500 just in food.
What the fuck are you guys buying?
They're not. The food is not cheap.
No, you don't understand.
Dude, I used to go to. I do understand. I grew up.
You were
Florida.
also a local.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you got a local discount.
Yeah, dude, we used to bring Pepsi cans into Disney, and you could get in for like, I think it was like $50 or something like that, something stupid, or like $25.
Yeah, we paid like $200 for like a day pass when we went.
I gotta silence this shit. Otherwise,
I lucked out. I think I lucked out at Epcot. They're having a festival of arts, and they were having a pretty cheap beer at each country.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
I lucked out. But yeah,
Epcot's legit when you're older.
Yes,
it's legit. All the food and all the drinks.
Yeah, we went when the Cheese and Wine Festival was happening in October.
Okay.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, we went to this art festival or whatever. It was pretty neat.
Yeah.
Got to ride all the rides. I didn't ride the Star Wars. I didn't ride like the Avatar one, Tower of Terror, stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a cool place, and I think they've done a good job over the years of making it both like kid and adult friendly. Just especially like Epcot, like differentiates itself because like Disney is definitely for kids more or less, but it's also a place to go, especially if you've never been. I probably have been to Disney at least like 15 times, maybe more.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you're from Florida.
No, I would come down from Alaska.
With that Florida discount.
My parents had like season passes and shit, so we go quite a bit. Like,
don't you have to if you
like,
live in Florida? Isn't that like a requirement?
Dude, yeah, and then like if you go on like field trips, sometimes like your 8th grade class or your senior class would be like a Disney trip. So like Disney was, but
like, I've been 100 times.
Those are the best times because your parents aren't with you. So like, trying to make out with girls, trying to run around and like have fun.
Rob's always causing trouble.
Yeah, it was good times. Yeah, those were good days. All right. Fun. Anyways, so the wedding was in Texas, and then you guys went to Disney after.
Yep. The wedding was about an hour out of Houston, and then we flew to Disney.
Nice. And is your wife's family from the same area as you? So were you guys able to get like a decent amount of people to come through, or?
Yeah, we had about 150 people at the wedding.
Oh wow!
Damn, dude. Damn. Wow. Okay. Cool. Very cool. Well, your weekend sounds way better than anything I did, and I know Austin. What did you? Okay, then what did you do this weekend too?
Played hockey last night. I played a net for a lead, something for fun. And today my wife's a robotics teacher, so she asked me to help judge a competition. So got to see some robots and stuff like that.
What's a robotics teacher do?
Like robots, isn't it? Like fighting robots and stuff?
Robots. Like battle bots, not battle bots.
It is battle bots or it's not battle bots?
No, it's like battle bots, but they're not destroying these $1,000 kits.
Man.
I know.
I mean, like, it's cool. It's cool. Is there like a web page or anything that we can pull up that shows some of the robots? Or an Instagram?
I don't know that. I know they use a VET system, VEX, so that's all I know. I was there to be supportive.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. And how long's she been in that industry?
She's been a teacher for 3 years.
Okay, cool. Very cool. And I guess
how was your weekend, Rob?
Was it mine?
Yeah.
I don't know I don't know what I've done this weekend so far.
Nothing.
I
took care of your coworker's dog.
Yeah, I did a lot of dog walking today. I did 7 miles of dog walking, but it's kind of cool because, like, I don't know if you guys know this, but I live in a national park, and
I had no idea. Where do you live again?
Yeah,
you live where?
Like a canyon.
Even I knew that.
It's like a tiny canyon in the middle of nowhere. No, but like it's just cool. Like, someone was asking me that it's a common question. They're like, "You live in the Grand Canyon?" I'm like, "No, not in the Grand Canyon. You live at the
bottom of the Grand Canyon."
At the Grand Canyon. And someone's like, "So there's like houses there?" I'm like, "Yeah." Like, they're like, "But where's the canyon?" I'm like, "It's like 5-10 minutes away." They're like, "I don't get it." I'm like, "Okay, like, I'll make a video today and show you guys what I'm talking about." So I showed my little 4-minute walk. I sped it up and showed my little 4-minute walk from my house going out the backyard into like a non-public like trail system that leads to the public trail system that goes to our headquarters building, and then behind our headquarters building is the canyon. And Allie and I did a shit ton of walking. I don't know. I did a lot of drinking last night. That's something that counts as a weekend. I think I called you at like what time? Like 1 a.m., 2 a.m.?
No, you called me at like it was like 11:30.
Oh, okay. Well, that's 12:30 my time. But
True.
yeah, had some really good pizza,
Yeah,
drank.
you were pretty drunk last night. I can say that.
Yeah, I don't even remember what I called about.
I mean, that's usual.
Yeah, no, I'll drunk dial him. I don't have a girlfriend, so like I just drunk dial my
Pretty much.
my co-host.
Pretty much. I mean, you just call me.
And then
You call me for
and then I hear
everything,
your
so it's
wife,
okay.
and I hear his wife in his background. Like, is Rob calling again? I'm like, yeah, it's me. What's up?
Rob's always calling.
All right, awesome. What'd you
Every
do
time my
this
phone
weekend?
goes off, it's Rob.
Pretty much. What'd you do this weekend?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
You built furniture today or something.
I mean, I built the furniture so for the bedroom, but that's about it.
Okay. Well, that's
And then
fascinating.
I'm gonna go over to my dad's house tomorrow for a Super Bowl get together.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're gonna get into Super Bowl stuff here in a little bit. But I guess if we're good with weekend adventures, let's get into like your backstory, James. Tell us how much you weighed when you were born,
What time
what
you
your
were
sign
born?
is, what time you were born, what
Do
is
you
your
like
moon phase?
Do you like long walks on the beach?
No, tell us about yourself, dude. Tell us like you're from Texas. Like where'd you grow
You're
up?
married.
Yeah. That M word's
What's your shoe
something to get used
size?
to. 11.
You
Back
know
in
what big
that big
My name
book.
is James.
so you know what big feet mean, right?
Yeah. Small
Big
brain.
socks. Oh.
Big socks. So my name is James. I'm born and raised in Houston.
Mhm.
Never.
I'm
I haven't.
sorry.
I've traveled a little bit, but not like for work. No long distance or whatever. Um, 29 years old. Play hockey. Started in Houston when I was 3 years old, all the way to sixth grade in house leagues, and then took 15 years off, and then picked it back up in 2018. Um, Graduated from A&M with a BS in marine engineering technology. Sailed the Pacific
Nice.
Ocean. Um, Been to Hawaii 8 times on the ship. Australia, New Zealand,
Dude, talk
Samoa,
about that.
shellback.
Talk about like sailing in
So
the
you
Pacific
said
Ocean.
you graduated with a BS in what?
Marine engineering.
Marine
So
engineer.
ship
Okay, so
engineering.
ship
Yeah.
engineer. Okay. And you
So
said
like
the
when
Pacific Ocean.
yeah. My first so I was starting to get my emerging marine license as an assistant engineer, and some requirements you had some sea days. So so hopped on the California Maritime training ship with A&M. Hopped on it in Hawaii, sailed 17 days on all the way to Australia, New Zealand,
Jeez.
Samoa. Uh, then sailed back through to San Diego and then to San Francisco. That was a 60-day cruise.
Jeez. That's a long time to be on a
Um,
boat.
yeah, it was fun. Saw some foreign ports. Australia's pretty fun. Across the equator and the date line at the same time. For nautical people out there, it's a golden shellback. So that's a little like, how the sailors get tattoos and stuff like that. That's
Yeah.
a tattoo you earn in the title. Um, then went back home, studied more, did some more classes, and then did an internship on a container ship, 900 feet steam turbine ship, and we sailed from Los Angeles all the way to Honolulu, back and forth.
Is that
So
what you're doing
round
right
trip was
now, or
2
what are
weeks.
you doing now?
So I worked in the industry, but I'm not sailing because I didn't finish my license because of
Mm-hmm.
financial reasons.
Mm.
Um, because the last 3 or 4 years I've been paying my way through college while working and just
Mm.
Yeah.
graduated. So I'm looking at something shoreside, and I'm already in the industry, so I like to stay shoreside. I don't think the wife wants me to sail anytime soon.
Well,
Right.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, like it's probably a good thing that you're home. You're getting to get some hockey in. If I remember correctly, your wife plays too, right?
She's going to start to play. We're
She's gonna
waiting until
start to
after the
play.
Olympics. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. But I mean, like that's good because then she's gonna be involved with the team, and it's more time together. Now that you guys like signed that paper forever,
Yeah,
it's
forever.
even more of that time.
Forever paper.
But you, but you were
I
saying,
know what you mean.
I kind of like cut you off. You were saying
About what? What part?
you were saying that for now, like you're working
You're
within
looking for
the
stateside
states,
jobs.
but
Yeah,
eventually,
I'm working in the shipping industry, so
okay. Do you
Work.
want to eventually go back out to seas and do kind of what you were doing before, or not really?
yeah, if I do that, sacrifice a lot. I mean,
Yeah,
spend time away from home.
yeah.
Don't play hockey. I play hockey twice a week, so I gotta cut that out, and that's a big part of my life. It helps me It
Mhm.
helps me like deal with life situations. That hour and a half break, all you have to worry about is putting a $3 puck in the net. Um, so I mean, I loved it. That's the best feeling ever. Being out in the middle of the
Mhm.
ocean. No care about it. It's just
Until
you.
something goes wrong.
Uh, yeah. I've had that. We've had that many times. I've had a
Whoa,
really
whoa, whoa,
weird
whoa! Don't just
experience.
brush over that. I want a story. Tell us about something that went bad, especially when you're way the fuck out there.
No, the middle of nowhere.
So
Give us something here.
this was a good one. This is a good one because y'all are big in the mental health and everything.
Okay.
So I was on my back. I was on my second last trip for my internship, and this is so I did twice on this ship. It was one during Christmas break, it was 28 days, and then the second one was 70 days. It was a lot easier than the first cruise because I was in the U.S. port every 7 days, so I had to phone home and stuff like that. But the woke up one morning and I was like, the captain was not at breakfast or nothing. I was like, this is weird, whatever. If you're working, we got an all hands meeting at 1 o'clock, and they're like, oh, the captain died.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he had a heart
Wait,
attack in
what?
his chest the night. Yeah, the captain died.
So who's in charge next? Like, what happens?
So it would be the chief mate. So instead of so you have your captain, and
Hmm.
you have three basically on a merchant ship. You have three divisions. You have deck crew, engine crew, and cook, like the steward crew who cook the food and everything. So it would
Mm-hmm.
be the chief
Hmm.
mate who's right below the captain who would take command. So we literally had to like put him in a Stokes litter, put sheets over him, crane him over. We literally had to crane him over the water to get to the hole and drop him down to the freezer and put him in the freezer.
Yeah, I was gonna ask what you did with the body.
I thought you were gonna say you dropped it over the
I was gonna
edge.
say in the ocean,
Dude,
dude.
that was
It's like they put
that
him
was
on a
so.
crane.
This isn't World War II, man.
I mean, I don't know what you guys do
I
out
don't know.
there.
We're army, man. We're not.
I don't know what you
We're
guys
not.
do out there. Well, like if someone
Yeah,
dies, like, you just wrap them in a sheet
like
and throw them over.
I was waiting when he's like, we
No,
used the crane. I was like, they're gonna drop this motherfucker in the ocean.
Right? I thought
no.
that
So we had to
too.
lower him down. We had to lower him down instead of going down like 5 flights of ladders. We decided like shackle him up and whoop, drop
Drop
him
them in the
down in the
ocean.
freezer. And
Oh
so
man.
it was funny before the meeting. They were like, "Hey James, I know you're," because I was off. I was working on my project. They're like, "Hey, we need you to clean the freezer out." I was like, "What? Like, why?" They're like, "We can't tell you." I'm like, "Okay, whatever." So I literally had to transfer all the food from one freezer to the other, and there
Oh
goes the body.
no.
So
Oh
I'm the one who
man.
shut the door and locked it. We had to lock
Jeez.
it and everything.
Yeah.
We,
Weird.
like,
What
we
if like
got-
some
when we got to Los
necrophiliac
Angeles-
shit happened?
Dude, it was weird. Like, and when we got to Los Angeles, the FBI came on board, U.S. Coast Guard, the company, because they all had to investigate. So, literally, like,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
LAPD was
Gotta
on
make sure you
board.
didn't murder him, you know.
No, we didn't. We didn't. We got stars back.
Mhm.
I
what
was
they
thinking
all
of that
say.
game we used to play as a kid, that Clue game.
Oh man.
So,
Okay, so that's
That was a
a
fun
pretty wild
experience.
story. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What about like any type of malfunctions out at sea to the point where you guys are like stranded?
Oh, I didn't have to experience that. The worst thing we had, we had two things. We had I don't know if y'all know what a boiler is. It basically makes
Yeah.
steam out of fresh water.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
we were rolling at 900. So we had to make that steam so hot there's no water in it for the turbine. So we had a water tube like bust inside the boiler. We had to like
So you got hot water
shut down the
everywhere.
boiler. Yeah. Nothing really bad. It was a minor bust. We had it under control. We almost went black ship going out of Long Beach.
What's that mean?
So like we lost power.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
But no, nothing
Er-
for engineering wise crazy. Nothing crazy at all. We ran a pretty
What do you
tight
guys
ship.
do if you're in the middle? What do you guys do if you're in the middle of the ocean and don't have the parts you need? Do you just get helicoptered in?
We make it. You have to make it.
You make it.
What?
You have to make it.
That's all I know.
Yeah.
I mean, you're an
There's
engineer,
spare
so
parts.
you have to like
Yep.
build shit on the fly. Holy fuck. Yeah,
Yeah,
how
if there's no spare
ironic
parts,
is
you
it
have-
though? I was gonna say, how ironic is it that we just had Paul on that was Navy
He was
vet,
Navy.
and then we also go ahead, fine. Sorry, my dog decided to join us. Lay down.
How dare you, Allie? Just join
I'll
us in
put
the
my
middle of
dog
this
on my
podcast.
Yeah, I'm alone. I don't.
My
have
dog's
anyone
laying
to
on her
help me.
cozy cave.
Allie needs a mother. All you single ladies out there, Allie needs a mother.
You have one.
On Tinder.
You have one in, I guess, attempting. Or...
I'm attempting. I'm taking applications at this
taking
point.
application.
The same process
There's
a
been a-
Walmart greeter.
There's been a couple interviews. No one's been hired for the position yet.
Yeah.
You haven't even
One
got
of
an
them-
offer.
I mean, one of them you're still interviewing, so you know.
Yeah. No, I literally had someone DM me a couple weeks ago saying, what would it take to become Allie's mother? And I was like, well, there's an interview process. And she's like, whatever it takes. She's like, send me the information. This person's like obsessed with Vishlas. And then, not to brag, she thinks I'm attractive. But
You're not.
yeah, we know I'm not. But yeah, it was just funny because she's like, I just want to be a part of your guys' lives. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't even remember what I sent her. I came up with a bunch of like interview questions. Like I Googled interview questions and I sent them, and they were like job related interview questions. She's like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, do you
These are
want
the
the position or
requirements.
not? These are the requirements. Like one of the questions was like, how often would you rather telework or be in an office? And she's like, what does that have to do with anything? I'm like,
You might have
this
to
is
tell
the post. You might have to telework sometimes, or you might have to go to the office. So, yeah, meaning like telework, go back to your house. But
And the office is my bedroom.
Oh,
put in work. It's gonna be a short shift tonight.
All I need is 30 seconds.
Dude, did you see that video that I sent you earlier?
Which one?
The one
You
can
sent
we
me a
play
lot
the
of
audio
videos.
for that. Can we play the audio on the one where the guy was like about ready to bust? I hope.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Can you play the audio on that?
I can't. Let's see.
All right. Hopefully we don't get demonetized or taken down for this. We just won't say who it's from.
Yeah.
This is something we created, guys.
Oh, I was on the wrong profile. I was on Fight Like Hell profile.
Oh, Dad, don't do that.
Here you go.
Somebody's about to put it in. Let's have a good all right? What's that sound? So we're 95% finished. 95%? It's been 3 seconds. Quick, show some pictures of Grandma. That seemed to have worked a bit, sir. Now it's 65%. Good. Okay, show some more images of a dead raccoon on the side of the road. Okay, playing those images, and still at 65% and holding, sir. All right, that's okay. We can manage there. Did we talk up our game with her? Yes, sir. We told her we'd show her the time of her life. Why do we keep doing that? Sir, we're now at 77%. 77%? It's been 23 seconds. Quick, what other images do we have? We have a lot, sir. We have a tire rolling down a hill of diarrhea, a guy drinking a Slurpee filled with diarrhea, 2 guys playing Xbox while having diarrhea. Okay, show the 2 guys. Okay, showing images of 2 guys. No, the 2 guys playing Xbox. What you say? Did we just? Yeah. To 2 guys? All right, everyone on standby. He's about to put it in. Let's have a.
That's Rob. He just gets off to 2 guys.
Dude, so I DM'd that to probably like 30 people today, and a bunch of them were girls, and a couple of them commented back. They're like, "Is that what it's like?" And I'm like, "Well, minus the guy part, yes,
Especially
like,
the guy part for Rob.
No. Let's be real for a sec. I don't fuck dudes, but
No, you just fantasize about him.
Yeah, exactly. No, but like, dude, it's at the beginning. Sometimes it's so hard not to fucking just go. I hope your parents aren't listening to this episode, James. I'm sorry. We have made this a very not parent-friendly one. But yeah,
I told you
this is
a Christian podcast. We don't drink. We
Yeah,
don't
right.
curse. There's nothing here.
Tell us about the messages that you were sending us before we started the podcast, James.
Oh, I was just like saying no. Take it easy on the ATI questions because I had to think like maybe my mom or
we're gonna make the most fucked up ones we can find.
Oh no! God. Hey, James's mom. We are polite, disgruntled veterans, and I'm very sorry that we have talked about very vulgar things. Yeah, your son is a gentleman. Your son is a gentleman. I've met him a couple of times. He's a good hockey player, and we think very highly of him. Just don't think highly of us.
Yeah. We're just fucked up people. Don't worry about us.
Yeah, we're fucked up. That's what gets us more listens, I think. I don't know.
Some of the podcast, I'm so going, holy shit.
Yeah, no, we keep it real.
We just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Love it.
Hashtag cancel.
Love it.
Yeah.
Hashtag cancel.
So, all right.
So I
find it ironic. Yeah, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
So let's go into the whole hockey. Let's go to your hockey and like how you started hockey and why you started the Texas Dreadnoughts.
So I started hockey when I was like 4 years old with the IHL Houston Aeros. My dad introduced me to the game. Fell in love with it. Actually, it was a funny story. I broke my femur bone when I was 4 years old, and my dad, we missed soccer. He was like, "What are you playing? Well, let's play hockey." I'm like, "All right." So it's picked up hockey. Played. All the Aeros took me in as their they're basically like their foster son, and showed me the ropes, showed me the game, and then fell in love with it. I still talk to some of those Aeros from 1996. Keep in contact with them. Played all the way till 6th grade. Then took 15 years off because family's going through stuff and finances, so I couldn't play. And I picked it up back in 2018. When my dad died of leukemia, and he stepped back on the ice. So I was like, you know what? Let's get me back on the ice, and got back on the ice. Played roller for 1 season and went back into I joined the league that he played back in the day in Houston. So then 2019, I decided let's make a team, and I do a lot of work with the Battleship Texas Foundation. Been doing it since 2013. So it's and just through the idea, I'm like, hey, let's make a hockey team. We can sell jerseys for proceeds go towards restoration of the ship. Let's try it out. They're like, all right, James, let's try it out, and we tried it out, and it's been a blast ever since. We're a 4-team set jerseys deep right now. Multiple partnerships. We have one. We have basically like 4 rosters I can use. We have a travel team roster that Rob saw. We have like a Houston-based tournament team. We have ice Sunday night ice team and a Tuesday night inline team that are all dreadnoughts. So there's about 75 people in this organization right now.
Okay. And what was the team that that you guys won that what was it, the Lone Star Classic? Because you guys won the champion.
Yeah, we beat.
Yeah.
Yep. I have the hat in my garage. It's with my hockey stuff. We beat Arlington Fire Department.
Yeah, and you guys were in the open division, or which division were you guys again?
Open lower.
Open lower, yeah. And then I was in Warrior lower, and I got to watch all my friends fucking win their championship game, and we lost ours. But
like usual.
yeah, that's what we do. That's what I do, at least. Okay, so, and you and I think, met through like Instagram even before that tournament, because I think like Save Our Six like reached out to you guys, and we were talking about like maybe getting a drink if we met up at that tournament for Lone Stars. Are you guys gonna play in that tournament again this year?
Oh yeah, we're coming back to back.
Yeah, dude, that was one of the best tournament setups for like an inaugural tournament that I've ever been to.
Yeah,
they did a really good job.
My first out of town tournament, so they did great. I mean, I still keep in contact with them, like, hey, count us in, we're in, and stuff like that. We both like help each other out on social media and stuff like that. So that was a really good tournament. Free
I'm
beer.
looking something up on that actually.
It's April 1st and 3rd.
Yeah, I just got my invite. I'm skating for the Nomads, which is an extension of like the Warriors.
Okay.
But it's gonna be for like Warriors lower, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I literally was just filling out paperwork for it today, so I will definitely be there. I'll definitely see you again.
And he'll definitely probably lose again, but that's normal.
This is normal. If I'm not the first year that the Alaska Warriors traveled without me, they won their fucking championship. And
you were completely butthurt about that.
I was, because like I wasn't the best player on that team, but I definitely wasn't the worst. And yeah, it's kind of annoying when you're an assistant captain for a team and you do pretty well and you can't help your team win a championship to save their lives. And then the second you're away from that team and you feel like the team probably played at the same level. I don't know how to say this without sounding like an asshole. You feel like maybe if you were there, you definitely still would have won, but you're not there and you didn't. So it kind of sucks, but whatever.
I've had a Dreadnought team play last week and I was on my honeymoon. And I was like,
and they won?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They went all the way to championship.
And won it? Or, well, that's because you weren't there.
They lost. It was inline. Yeah.
Okay. Dude, inline is fucking weird, man. Like, I skated out in like Dallas Fort Worth area for the first time, like probably like a year ago. It's fucking awful. Like, I'm a pretty good ice hockey player. I suck at roller hockey. So bad.
It's a different game. It's totally different. I mean, I'm the same both in ice and inline. I'm not a great hockey player, not bad. So
yeah.
No, it's fun. It's but yeah, like we great partnerships with the battleship. I mean, they've done amazing work. We have merchandise on the store and everything, and all proceeds go towards restoration of the ship. So
And that just keeps the ship restored. That way, like, is there like a place you can go? Because the ships, is it decommissioned or non-decommissioned? Like, explain it a little
she's
bit more.
decommissioned. So she's
Okay.
decommissioned. She was decommissioned in April 21st, 1948, right after World
Okay.
War II. She's a
Okay.
museum ship ever since then. Right now she's closed because we're taking it to dry dock to get her hull repaired because her hull
Mhm.
is 100 something years old. And the
Mhm.
last
Mhm.
dry dock, they didn't do that great of a job. So she's closed right now, but all the proceeds go towards getting ready for the dry dock, and then later on the upkeep and just stuff that we need to help keep the ship look beautiful and afloat.
Okay. And then when it is a museum, it's actually like floating in a harbor or what?
She's moored right now at Laporte at San Jacinto Battleground, where actually Texas
Mhm.
won their independence from Mexico. Um, but yeah, she can't move. She doesn't move under her own power. Her propellers are off the ship. Um,
Mhm.
so she doesn't go out in the harbor. Nothing. She sits there, and that's a big part of why she hadn't. Like a couple of years ago, she was pumping out 1,200 gallons of water a minute. We were taking on that much water. So,
Damn.
but now she's not
Huh.
leaking as bad because we're
Okay.
getting ready to dry dock. So we did all the necessary repairs to get her seaworthy, basically, and to get her to a dry dock.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
And
But
So,
she's
go ahead, Austin.
oh, I looked it up. And she was in
Can you
19.
bring that up? Can we see it? We were
Yeah,
looking at.
yeah.
you know what you in history, Austin?
Oh, I
You
mean,
need the
I
details.
looked it up.
Oh, I can give you the details. I was about to.
I
She
want
was
to see it
commissioned in
more than anything.
1912. Oh,
Yeah.
uh,
So something I saw is she was in the Battle of Iwo Jima in Okinawa, Japan.
yes.
So
So
this
what's
is
cool about our jerseys? I don't know if you can see it. We have 5 stars for 5
yeah,
battle stars that she earned in World War II.
yeah,
Um, it was North Africa, Morocco, D-Day, Southern France, Iwo Jima, and Okinawa.
yeah. So
Those,
So she
those
was at
jerseys are
D-Day. She actually
sick,
shot the
man.
first shot. Oh, these are new ones. Camo.
Yeah, I was gonna say because I'm used to seeing like the blue ones.
Yeah, she was so what happened is she had back in World War One she did merchant escort duties, so she was protecting all the supply ships and merchant ships from German U-boats. So that's how she participated in
Mhm.
World War One. And
mhm.
then she got retrofitted in 1925 as Washington Arms Treaty, and then was a basically just she was a flagship in I think in the 30s, the whole U.S. Navy. Then for Pearl Harbor, she did merchant escorts because she was old, and then she was
Mm.
not at Pearl Harbor. She was in Maine. But after that, she became very vital. She did merchant escorts for a while, all the way till 1942, and then that's when she did North Africa. She shelled Morocco, North Africa. Then she went to D-Day, and she protected Point du Hoc, where the Second Army Rangers were at, who were commanded
Mhm.
by
Yeah.
Lieutenant Colonel James Rudder. Um, so yeah, actually, if you go to Normandy, you can see the craters that the 14-inch shells made off on Point du Hoc.
Yeah.
So she did that. Then
I've
she went
been
to
I've been to I've been to Normandy. It's insane. Like Point du Hoc. Like I don't know, like just like doing this podcast with you has made me even like more interested in it because I've actually been to Normandy and I know what you're talking about, like the cliffs for Point Du Hoc. Like they were literally scaling up ropes while being heavily attacked from below. Like it's or excuse me, above.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, that's fucking wild.
Yeah, it's crazy because they didn't care. They were just like they were under intense fire and they just straight up the fucking rope.
Yeah, yeah. Rangers lead the way. Cheers.
Right?
But all those craters that are on Point Du Hoc are from Texas. So I don't know if you crawled in one of the craters or not. But that was from
we walked across them. They're fucking huge. So those craters are from that ship shooting inland?
Yes. Yes.
Holy
So they were
shit.
shooting the 14-inch, which was a big gun. So I don't know if you pull up a picture again. Her turrets are 14-inch guns. So that we can log those 13 miles. 12 and 13
Holy
miles.
shit.
Jeez.
Yeah. And one of them weighs 1,250 pounds.
Damn.
Do you guys I have a random question. Do you guys sell like jerseys or anything like that to support anything that you guys are doing?
Yes. I've sold at
Okay,
least 100 jerseys in 2 years.
Okay, because I want to get with you like offline and maybe even like push some stuff out through like Saber 6 and see if we can get you guys some sales, because I would like to buy one of your jerseys, especially if I know that like it's going towards, you know, your guys' either team and or towards the ship. Like just I don't know. World War II is like literally all of us are here doing this fucking shit show podcast right now because of that stuff. Like that's why like, it was a big deal for me to go to Normandy, being like a prior service infantry soldier, because we can't be where we are today without the backbones of those World War II and World War I soldiers, airmen, seamen. Like it's
crazy, and it's crazy to think about. Like back then, when they came home, especially from like Vietnam, and like they were spit on, like they were disgraced for what they were doing.
Well, that was Vietnam, not
that's
World
what I'm saying.
War II.
No, I know
that's what I said. Vietnam.
But still, though, you know.
Well, yeah, because I would definitely say soldiers are more celebrated now.
Oh, 100%.
But I mean that goes into the whole entire like cycle of what is the cycle? It's called like Rogan talks about it quite a bit, where he's like strong men make good times, good times make weak men, weak men make
hard times. Yeah, I know you're
hard times. Yeah, but like the generation that went to, you know, the first wars, the first world wars, came back and like went straight back to work, whereas like
well,
so
back then like it was completely different because it was a draft back then, so you didn't have a choice whether or not you wanted to be in the military. Like you were going to war no matter what.
Some people enlisted and some people
but like I said, it's not the same as today where it's 100% volunteer.
I got recalled. That was the draft.
You volunteered the first time though, so
yeah,
technically.
No, but definitely give us some links, because we can include it in the podcast notes, and I will get with you because I would love to buy one of the jerseys that you actually have, and I'll definitely rock the shit out of it.
I mean, we did. Which one? I mean, we have 6. So.
Can you bring up their Instagram, Austin? I can probably message
where do you
it
buy,
to you. Hold on.
Where can I get your jerseys from, James?
So the tans, the blues, and the whites are on battleshiptexas.org/donate. As where the shirts are hoodies. We have hoodies. We have stickers. We're getting hats. I got the prototype in.
You froze. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Oh, I'm not frozen. I'm just like sending you a message. I just sent you their Instagram. That way we can like maybe pull up their stuff in a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, because no,
all these jerseys
I
are
like your
nice.
guys' newest one. Like the blue ones are really cool, but I like the camo pattern, the Texas flag, the American flag. Like it's a legit jersey. I like it a lot.
Okay, here you
Yeah,
go.
and on the back we have the. Oh shit! We have
Showing your ass.
the
Look at that ass.
There we go, the
Yeah,
steel.
yeah. You got all the branches.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even Space Force.
And what?
And-
You added Space Force?
Ain't nobody care about them.
Yeah,
They're not real.
the inline team was like, "You're gonna add the Space Force." I was like, whatever.
That's just a made up branch.
I don't know. They had a Netflix series.
Yeah, with Steve
Dude, have y'all
Carell.
watched that?
I
Have y'all watched
Dude,
it at all?
it's
I started
yes,
watching
it's
it.
good.
I watched it as soon as it
Good.
I
came
was
out.
watching it before this podcast. I was
It's
about to
so
mention
good.
it.
As
Y'all
soon as
watched
it
it.
came out. It's hilarious.
Yeah, no, it's really good. I've watched the entire
They
series.
you know what? They talked about suing Netflix over it
Why?
because the Space Force.
Oh, Space Force. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I just got done with I'm watching episode 5. I have it on pause. I just got done with the uniform change. Shit was
Okay.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
cool.
the
This is
website.
just perfect. Yeah, we'll make sure to include that in the show notes, and we can probably even throw it up whenever we do our.
You can literally buy a piece of steel that came off the ship. So
That's
It's
cool.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw that up here. Yeah, right here with the $1,000. Oh, it's only $1,000 donation.
no, there's
Rob.
paperweights also. Those paperweights are $150.
No, it's $1,000, Rob. It's gonna cost you $1,000. Rob's
I
made
need
of
that
money,
money
so
for my whiskey.
let's
Just waste all Rob's money, basically. That's
what you need to have in the
moving there.
background, Rob. For these podcasts, you just have a whole wall of whiskey.
Yeah, that would actually be kind of legit.
That's
Okay,
that's
so
your next mission.
and what's the future look like for you guys? Like what's some of the future plans for your hockey team?
Oh, he's muted. He broke it.
He broke it.
You
Lost
broke
him.
it, James.
Something happened.
I can't unmute you on my end, so
It might be his headphones. There? Can you hear us?
you're unmuted. It says. Okay,
Okay,
there you go.
there. Yeah.
There you go. You're
We
there.
can
My
hear
bad?
Yeah, you're back.
you. Yeah, you're
I
back.
can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
You can't hear us?
I can hear you.
I typed him. We can hear you.
Oh, broke it.
Back?
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
I can't hear you.
Okay.
We can
he
hear
can't
you.
Hear us. He might need to disconnect and come back in. Disconnect and come back in.
Yeah, hopefully that doesn't fuck it up.
Well, no, like we won't end the podcast.
True.
Or kill your Bluetooth.
No, I think he's gonna leave and come back in.
He might,
Maybe.
which is
I
fine.
don't know. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
All right.
Bear
We'll
with
figure
us.
it out. Bear with us. I think we got the majority of his story too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for listening. Goodbye.
No, in the meantime, we could probably go into the whole Joe Rogan thing until he gets back.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, all right. I said that definitely an interesting topic in current events is the whole Joe Rogan potentially trying to get canceled. And, I listened to a lot of Joe Rogan, obviously. And I also listened to a lot of his comedians that do their own podcasts too, that are big fans and friends of Joe Rogan. And I just find it interesting that they're coming after him for like all angles. Like first they tried, what was the first attack? I literally sent you the videos.
Was it the first one was the the compilation, an old
No.
compilation.
The
Oh, no.
N-word was the second one.
Oh,
There was
here we
something
go.
before that.
Okay, you there?
Yeah, now I can hear you.
Welcome back.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back.
Something fucking happened. Sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, you're good. You're good, man. No worries.
All good, man. We just started talking about unless there's anything else you want to talk about with the Texas Dreadnoughts. We were gonna get into like some current events.
We can do that. That's fine. I mean,
Okay.
you saw the stuff, so there's nothing.
Yeah, no, we saw the stuff. We'll definitely put up the links. And I figured we'd just get into some current events and get into ATI, and then let's get back to drinking on Saturday night. And let
And
this
watching Space
podcast
Force.
go live. And watching Space Force. You need to be able to finish Space Force. So we're talking about the whole entire the people coming after Joe Rogan. And we were talking about how there's been 3 different attacks on him. And
You said
one
2.
was no, there's a third one. There's a
Make up
third
your
one.
mind how many there are.
There's a third one. I couldn't remember the first one though. So the first one was misinformation about
for his
COVID.
guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he came out and did a statement for 9 minutes and explained that listen, he brings on people from everything and everywhere and tries to get.
Where'd Rob go?
What the fuck?
Damn it, Rob. Hold on, I'm gonna text him.
Oh shit!
I
you
don't
know what? That was funny. You know what happened? My phone is sitting on my laptop, and it hit the Bluetooth. So what happened is my Bluetooth headphones went to the computer.
Oh.
That's what.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to Rob. Can you hear me, Rob? I don't know what happened to Rob. We're just having issues this podcast, apparently.
It's funny.
Bear with us. Anyways, is there anything else you want to talk? Apparently his computer crashed. So Rob will be back momentarily. Is there anything else you want to talk about for the Dreadnoughts?
I mean, is there anything else you want to cover? I mean, I don't.
So why did you start? Why did you start the whole hockey organization?
I wanted a whole nother way to help bring awareness to the ship. Because we were just, I do a lot of the public relations events. So we have a trailer with the anti-aircraft gun on it, and we tow it around.
Is that the same 14-inch one, or is it a different one?
No. So 14-inch was surface weapon. It was the turrets.
Okay.
You can't really tow that on because it's 5 stories tall.
Oh, come on, that's small.
Yeah, it's small. This one's an anti-aircraft. It looks similar to a 50 caliber, but bigger.
Okay.
It's called a 20 millimeter Orlican, so we tow it. And I was just thinking of one way to help bring awareness. And I'm a hockey player, so I kind of wanted my own team. And
okay, there he is.
He's back.
Wow.
Now I'm on the top.
Like I said, we're just having issues this podcast, apparently.
Okay. You guys can hear me though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you. Everything's fine.
Dude, I was just like, what the fuck just happened? My entire computer just shut off.
It's when you watch too much porn. Too much hub.
Dude, I hub on my so all right, here's what's funny. So I have recently decommissioned an iPhone 11, and I hope my parents aren't listening to this episode. But so I use one phone for a video for doing the podcast, and it's also my porn phone. So I just connected to the Wi-Fi for freaking Pornhub. Because my expensive graphic design computer and shit that I use for my company and drone stuff, don't search fucking porn sites with that. It's just a standard computer. Austin's laughing because he fucking knows.
I do.
I was earlier we were getting ready to start the podcast. I'm like, dude, I can't find the porn phone. He's like, what?
Check by the bed.
I'm like, it's
Usually-
multi-purpose. We haven't.
It's usually in a shower.
It's I leave it in the shower. Oh yeah, I got a waterproof case on it. Like,
Oh my
just
God.
protect it. So this podcast is brought to you by the porn phone
And life proof.
and LifeProof. Exactly.
So anyways, Rob, go on what you're talking about, Joe Rogan.
Oh no, is it happening again? Did we freeze or did Austin freeze?
You froze.
No, you froze.
Ah,
You
shit.
froze, Rob.
God
Yep.
damn.
Now you lost your phone. Now you're back to that cat. This is looking for phone.
Jesus Christ.
Apparently, this podcast is just not a good podcast tonight.
Oh, it's fine.
Why are you messing everything up, Rob? Oh, there
What
you go.
the
You're back.
fuck? All right, can we just wrap up this podcast, please? Because like this is like bad. Like I have a feeling like we need to like just like close out.
We'll
Okay,
go. We'll do
everyone knows about.
We'll do
Let's
ATI,
get into ATI.
and then we'll
Yeah,
end it. Because
Yeah,
Rob's
before
fucking shit up.
I'm not doing shit, dude.
It's
I
all
figured
your
what
fault,
it was. Adobe did a bunch of updates on all like my creative suite, and it restarted my computer. So yeah, that's what happened. All right. Anyways, let's get straight into ATI before we fucking lose this podcast again, and we need to get our picture at the end. So, would you rather? Oh shit! Here we go. Would you rather have a bear or a lion as a pet? What do you got, James?
Lion.
Okay, why?
I just think a lion would be easier to tame, kind of, and lions to tame the jungle. So it's kind of like a Mike Tyson thing with the whole tiger and handover. So
Okay. What about
I
you,
just see there-
Austin?
I
mean, I'm just going bear because that's my favorite animal. So,
Okay.
what about you, Rob?
I'm gonna go bear as well because I know that like cats like secretly just want to eat you because they'll eat your body and stuff if you're dead for a couple days.
You are
So
correct.
I have a feeling that cat's just gonna. I think either way you're gonna die, but I think the bear would slice you deep enough that you wouldn't feel it as bad. So I'm going bear. All right. Next question. Read it, Austin.
Would you rather have hiccups for the rest of your life or constantly feel like you have to sneeze? What do you got, James?
That's
You're
a
up,
tough one,
James.
dude. That's a tough one. Both of them suck.
Yeah.
I had to say hiccups.
Really?
No, okay, let me take that back. I'll do the sneeze and just snort cocaine the whole damn time.
Oh my god. And now your parents can definitely not listen to this podcast. Or at least
James is
ATI.
doing cocaine. What about you, Rob?
Sneeze or hiccup? Sneeze.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. Having hiccups for the rest of your life, you wouldn't be able to do anything.
Yeah,
No.
you can sneeze and like get through.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Next one.
Would you rather have chopsticks for hands or an office chair wheels for feet? You're perfectly adept at using both.
See, there's
What
a
you got,
benefit
James?
of having office chair wheels at your feet. You don't have to really walk. You just like glide.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not
Mhm.
wrong.
Yeah.
I would say that. It's just basically being on inline skates almost.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I don't. Do you? What would you do, Austin?
I thought about doing the chopsticks for hands, but I'm not sure how well that would work. Like, is one hand a chopstick or is each finger a chopstick?
I'm thinking it's like one hand. And you got like chopsticks, and you're just like chop chop.
He'll be
Yeah,
eating fucking sushi every day.
I love sushi. I mean, so I'm okay with that. I mean,
Final
yeah,
answer.
I think office chair wheels would probably be the most beneficial answer.
Yeah, I'm thinking the same. All right. Last question.
Okay, this fucked up one. You ready?
Yeah, go for it.
Would you rather be forced to watch your mom and dad have sex, or your significant other with your mom or dad?
Oh fuck.
Oh god, okay. Take it away, Rob.
Later.
That's really fucked up.
Which one are you picking, James?
And this is where we're gonna make our soundbite from too.
Yeah, we're gonna post this on Instagram and tag you.
Oh god.
James said,
I'll have to go with A.
You know, watch your mom and dad have sex.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how you came into this world. Why
Might
not?
as well.
Well, I want to see you more watching it.
Yeah, you're just being passed from one to the other.
Rob's used to that.
Ouch.
It's applications.
What are you gonna pick, Rob?
Definitely. Well, actually, I can't pick anything. I don't have a significant other, so I'm out
I mean,
of this question.
So I guess you're picking A. I guess you're picking the first one then.
I mean, if I had a girlfriend or a wife, I would probably rather watch my parents than watch my mom or dad hook up with my significant other. So yeah.
Right, yeah. No, I think that's
It's-
definitely a lot easier is watching your mom and dad than having walk in and have your dad fucking your wife.
No, so you don't want your dad fucking your wife, Austin? What if Jessica wants this? What if Jessica wants this? Why can't you support your wife?
I'm not into that.
No.
Okay.
That's rough.
Is that what you want, Rob?
No, I just thought I heard Allie right by me. Okay, cool. Well, we somehow survived this, and the only other thing that we didn't cover was the Super Bowl. Who do you guys got for Super Bowl tomorrow?
We'll go I want the Bengals because I like Joe Burrow because he beat Kansas City. Because I can't stand them at home. I like Patrick Mahomes. I can't stand them hit his family. But also I gotta go with my boy Von Miller on the LA Rams. Watch him play at A&M. So
who you picking?
The commercials.
Commercials.
The commercials.
I'm picking the halftime show. I don't know about you.
Oh, Dr. Dre. That's gonna be a good one.
I mean,
who's your final thought? What you got, James?
I was still Rams.
Okay, you want Rams?
That's what I'm going with. Something I want to talk about though is it's their first time back in California since 1993.
Jeez.
Damn. So I'm gonna throw my pick in there. I think it's really cool what the Bengals did this year, but James Burrow, as long as he doesn't get injured, is going to be around for a long time.
Yeah.
And he's a hell of a quarterback. I would rather see Matthew Stafford fucking win a Super Bowl ring. That dude literally has a heart of a lion and was on such a shitty team for so many years. And the first year he fucking leaves, he takes the team to the Super Bowl. Like, the dude's legit. Like, I hope they win. I like Odell Beckham Jr. too, and Von Miller. I'm a Broncos fan, so like it's cool to see Von Miller in a third Super Bowl. So yeah, and I'm hoping the Rams win.
Yeah, one more trending news. What about Tom Brady retiring?
That's crazy. What about Sean White retiring?
Yeah, I mean,
both.
Sean White finally. I mean, I expected it. He said this was his last. Like, that's all he wanted is just to go to the Olympics one more time. And he got third.
He didn't even make the podium, dude. He got fourth.
Oh, he got fourth. I thought he got third.
No, he got fourth.
He got fourth, man.
But I mean, he's still a fucking legend.
Oh my god, yeah.
I mean,
he was doing a video on his Instagram, and he's like, the craziest thing to me is he came into the sport on the Olympics team as the youngest competitor ever. Yeah. And now he is the oldest snowboarder.
Oh, and like, how old is he?
He's got to be like 32, 34.
No, it was that one guy who just won like this morning.
He's 40. He did the snowboard cross.
He's 35.
He might be the oldest half pipe, but
He's
For half
35.
Yeah, for half pipe, he's the oldest
Yeah.
competitor right now because
Yeah.
that's all he competes in.
Yeah, there's that one dude who won that co-ed snowboard cross this morning with
But
the girl.
I
who's
mean,
40.
he still has the most Olympic gold medals by a snowboarder. So, I mean, and he has the most X Game gold medals. So,
Do you think he's still competing in X Games or he's done?
I'm pretty sure he's
done,
done. I think he's done.
Yeah, I think he's completely done. He'll do stuff like Tony Hawk's does now, where like
Right.
has little camps and stuff like that, and like still snowboards occasionally. But
Oh yeah, I mean
like,
he'll always snowboard.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, that and the Brady retirement were both very interesting things.
Yeah, there's a lot of people retiring, but I was saying, is Tom Brady actually gonna retire? Or he's gonna do what Gronkowski did and retire for like a year or two and then come back.
Well, here's my thing: is Tom Brady gonna retire? Is Gronkowski gonna retire too?
I don't know. Is Gronkowski gonna pull out too? Because he only came back because Tom Brady asked him to.
Yep.
So I don't know. We'll see. So okay, Rob. Well, if you want to go ahead and close this out, if you got anything else.
I gotta close this out. Allie needs to like go potty and shit.
Okay.
Literally.
Close this out.
I'm gonna close this out. James, stay with us. So we're gonna take a picture at the end.
Okay.
All right. James, was there anything that you want to plug though for like besides the the April tournament that's coming up?
Yeah, we have a big tournament Memorial Day weekend down in Houston called the St. Arnold's Oil Teens Memorial Day Shootout. We have 100 teams, hopefully like 96 to 100 teams competing, 5 different levels, 4 ranks, all the beer you can drink, all the boudin you can eat, all the jambalaya from Robbie. It's all great. It's the biggest tournament in Texas and South USA. That was a good one. Definitely need to plug my partnership. So you have Battleship Texas Foundation. You have Valcor, who sponsored the Blues. And you have Primo's Tacos. We got the I call them the Piñata jerseys, the Fiesta jerseys. We have a big partnership with them. They're actually rebranded to a Gunslinger Barbecue, which is a veteran-owned catering service, barbecue service. So that one's pretty cool. Bridge of Steel Company, we just went with them, and we got the Whites. Definitely need to put anybody who's into the organization. So everybody's helped, bring the Dreadnoughts up. Definitely need to plug them. You can find us at Texas Dreadnoughts Hockey on IG, Facebook. We have a TikTok. I'm flirting with that. So, yeah. Texas Hockey Apparel. I know Rob has a shirt. That shit's
Yeah.
Dude.
Love Texas Hockey Apparel.
That's amazing.
Yeah, they have a lot of good stuff, and they go to like pretty much all of our events. Yeah, so and they support the podcast too. So they're cool people. Or that dude that runs it is fucking awesome. I can't think of his name right. Yeah, Garrett's fucking cool as hell. Yeah, cool.
I definitely made the hats. I was like, hey, you want to go through you with this or what? And he's like, let's see, but you got it cheaper, so let's go through what you're doing. Because I always want to support him. So.
Yeah, no, he's a good dude, good brand.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. The only thing else I think we got to plug is for. I know Save Our Six right now is doing a Valentine's Day sale,
and you have a whole bunch of new shirts.
Yeah.
I need to buy one.
Whole new. Get with us after podcast. I'll hook you up with like the promo code, or right now it's like 20% off on the entire site. But yeah, we did a whole new line, and our new line is basically like trying to incorporate the outdoors, because obviously I do a lot of outdoor shit. And
because you live where?
In the canyon that is gigantic. And now one of them's called Conquer Your Mountain, which is obviously towards like suicide awareness and shit. And the other one is Chasing Sunsets, because Allie and I are constantly out here chasing the sunsets, and it's the ideology about being outside even towards dark time.
Mhm.
And then the last one is what is it, Austin? You actually came
Going
up with this one.
Go into the mountain, don't follow me.
Yep. And then the fourth one is a collab that you and I did, and that is, go ahead, Austin.
Not all wounds are visible.
And that has actually been selling like crazy today.
That's
Like
a good one.
that, because I mean, like, it goes to anyone, because like there's plenty of people that aren't veterans or aren't military that deal with their own shit. So like not all wounds are visible.
My wife suffers from PTSD, and she's not a veteran, and I deal with that on a daily basis. And
yeah, man, and
I deal with her anxiety, helping her out. I've actually, listening to y'all's podcast helped me like deal with that and how to help her out and stuff like that. So
good, man. Well, shout out to your wife. What's your wife's name?
Samantha.
Yeah, Samantha. We're here for you if you need anything. You could always DM us. Like we primarily deal with the military and medical and 911 services, both past and present. However, like, we're humans too. Like, we deal with anyone. Like, I have a couple of friends that have no affiliation with all of that vent to me their stuff that they're going through. And I mean, like, we all go through shit, I guess is what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
So if she's ever having issues and wants to reach out, by all means, and we'll talk after the podcast or whatever and get you guys set up with some merch and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I'll buy some.
Okay, word. All right, Austin, you got anything else before I close this motherfucker out?
Nope, man. I think that's it.
All right, let's get you back to Space Force. All right. So oh yeah, actually, I'll finish my whiskey too. I just saw you down yours. All right, this was episode 48 of the Fight Like Hell podcast. We greatly appreciate all you fuckers for listening to our shenanigans for this long. Please give us a rating at Spotify. You can actually rate the podcast now, which is super cool. So throw us a 5-star. Don't fuck up our algorithm, because we only have a few rankings on there. So if you gave us a 1-star at this point, it might actually go down to like a 2 or a 3. So, but besides that, we appreciate everyone. We love everyone. Fucking, this is a start to a good new year, and we're here for you if you guys need anything. Peace.